Today we're making
回鍋肉
twice cooked pork. It's a Sichuanese classic with a rather unique approach to crafting tender bites of pork belly alongside a crunchy stir fry. Let's dive in.
嗱，首先刨個紅蘿蔔先嚟，
First, we'll peel the carrot.
試出2個安士咁上下啦，切片嚟嘅。
Then cut into chunks.
嗱，呢啲切片，
Then lay those chunks down and cut into thin quarter-inch thick slices.
豆腐乾咧，豆腐乾就切片嚇，切薄薄地得啦。
We'll also cut the dried tofu into thin slices.
你想佢大塊啲咧，你就斜斜地切嚇。
These slices should also be roughly a quarter-inch thick.
豆腐乾就熟咗嗰啲汁啦，係好食㗎。豆腐乾，洋葱咧都係切半個都夠啦，唔使咁多。洋葱咧切角嚇，嗱切角，
Now we'll cut the onion into triangular chunks.
撇開佢。
We'll use our hands to separate the onion here.
啲辣椒咧，辣椒乾嚟嘅，唔使俾晒。
We'll use just half of a dried chili here.
將啲核除咗佢唔好要，而又唔係太辣嗰隻辣椒嚟嘅，即係我哋廣東人就一般唔中意太辣㗎嚇。呢唔係太辣嘅辣椒乾，就唔係嗰啲指天椒嗰種乾豆乾，佢整辣椒乾，
Now we'll cut it into small pieces with our kitchen shears.
剪碎就得啦。呢個咧係蒜頭，
First, we'll peel 2 cloves of garlic. Trim off the hard ends. Then cut it into thin slices.
仲有啲葱咧，我就攞後邊嗰橛得㗎啦。
If your green onions have bulbs at the bottom like these, we'll cut them apart like so.
拍拍佢，
After a smack, we'll cut them into roughly 2-inch segments.
椰菜係呢塊邊咗佢唔緊要，開半個搭細半個夠啦，係半磅上下夠嘅。
We'll need just half a head of cabbage here.
嗱，個心唔好要。
First, we'll remove part of the hard core. Then we'll give it a rinse.
咁我過水佢。切椰菜咧，佢切角嚟㗎嚇，切角。
We'll cut the cabbage first into 3 chunks, then cut those chunks into smaller pieces.
你洗佢，
Then pull apart the pieces by hand.
咁就完成啦。
After cutting the cabbage, we can move on to creating the delicious sauce. We'll add 1 tablespoon of ground bean sauce, 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce, 2 teaspoons of hoisin sauce, 2 teaspoons of light soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of sugar, and 1 more essential ingredient.
呢個係豆瓣醬，豆瓣醬自己整嘅啫。嗱，呢個豆瓣醬咧就隨你落幾多啦。如果你食得落辣嘅咧，你就多啲；你唔食得咁辣嘅咧，就俾少啲。嚇，俾住半個茶匙好啦。如果太辣嘅時候就咩啦。咁之後咧就攪勻佢。
We'll mix everything together.
呢啲時候咧試試佢味道。唔錯。
We have all of these ingredients listed on our blog at madewithlau.com, along with step-by-step instructions and video clips to guide you as you make the recipe at home.
全部整好之後咧，就整個豬肉，個豬肉就飛水嘅嗬，
First, we'll add water to a wok.
擺水上去。
We'll use about 6 cups of hot water. 點解要飛水啊？
最應該講就煮熟嚿豬肉佢，回鍋就煮2次，即係煮熟咗之後再煮1次，就叫做煮2次就回鍋肉。個特點就係咁樣。
Shirley from the CANTO Cooking Club asks, what cut of pork is best for this dish?
五花肉咧，
好頭肉得唔得？
我頭肉都得。呢個肉咧，不管你用咩肉都冇問題。通常咧就講得個肉就用五花肉做，但係好多人咧又用個頭肉啊，或者近滅豬尾巴骨頭肉。反正呢個肉咧，你就煲熟咗佢，再切落嚟煎香佢，咁將落啲材料落去炒一齊，醬料咁樣。
How do you pick good pork belly?
你睇啊，一格肥一格瘦分明。
How do you pick? Hi! Now we'll add the pork belly.
將個豬肉擺落嚟，切咗先至飛水啊嘛！切嚿豬肉唔切得落唔靚咯。你一定要飛水飛熟咗先至再切。咁切呢個豬肉咧，一塊就正啦嘛。
We'll move the pork belly around the wok so it cooks evenly. We'll also prepare a bowl of cold water for later. After the water boils, we'll turn down the heat to medium.
中火啊，唔使咁大火。
After 2 to 3 minutes, we'll cover the wok.
咁啊冚佢。
Today, our first stage of cooking the pork belly is a parboil, which is a technique we often use in Chinese cooking, from brisket to tofu. For more on parboiling and blanching, click the link in our description for lesson 5.3 in our fundamentals library. After another 2 to 3 minutes of cooking covered, we can take off the lid. We'll cook it for a final 2 to 3 minutes, flipping and moving the pork belly, then we can take it out.
好，留起佢，嗰度凍水度，
We'll put the pork belly directly into the bowl of cold water.
唔使冰，撈嗰啲邋遢嗰啲嘢就將個椰菜拖水佢，
We'll skim off some of the scum and fat from the water here.
咁慳時間嚇，慳時間慳嘅事啦。OK，將啲椰菜倒落嚟。
Now we'll add the cabbage and make sure all the pieces are submerged. Then add the carrot.
好多人有時咧就啲椰菜就唔使飛水，就咁炒嘅。如果你係中意爽口啲嘅咧，就直情咁生炒；你唔想下就輕咁淥飛水嘅咧，炒起上嚟就容易炒啲啊。
After just a minute of cooking, we can take the veggies out.
唔係太熟嘅，係咁過水佢。
Then set it aside to drain.
嗱，嗰度切一個豬肉先。
Now we'll take the pork belly out of the cold water.
豬肉咧搓熟水佢，
We'll pat it dry with paper towels.
咁搓水佢切咧炒上嚟佢就啲水射啲油漏水咁啊，射晒周圍都係啦，係咪啊？乾佢。哇！而家切豬肉咧就唔使切到太薄喎，啊，嗱咁得啦。
We'll cut the pork belly into roughly 1/4-inch thick slices. Today we're making a milder Cantonese version of twice-cooked pork, or ui wo yok, which literally means return to the pan meat. This refers to first boiling the meat, usually pork belly, then stir-frying it. This way you get both the tender texture from the boiling, as well as the delicious browning from stir-frying with all the ingredients. The original twice-cooked pork from Sichuan features a spicier profile from using more spicy bean paste, or doubanzheng. It usually includes fresh chili peppers, whole fermented soybeans, as well as green garlic, or the young shoot of garlic, rather than cabbage. Check out Chef Wang Gang's video for the traditional Sichuanese version of this dish.
切肉咧就喺後呢度切落去，呢個五花肉係冇皮嘅嗬，話俾大家聽係冇皮嘅。喺 Costco 買嗰啲五花肉係冇皮嘅，喺第二啲士多買或者係有皮嘅，嗬，一樣嘅做法啫，做法一樣。
Then we'll finish cutting the whole piece of pork belly into slices and set it aside. How do you prevent the pork from being too tough?
呢一餸咧，你煎佢香啲，呢兩邊煎香啲佢。但呢隻肉咧，真係佢未唔使醃嘅，冇醃過嘅。因為呢隻肉咧，佢冇話韌定唔韌，即係你個嚿豬肉嘅部分，呢個你冇話煮過時嘅，你煎香咗佢，基本上係唔會話好腍嘅。呢個肉咧唔會話好腍，亦都唔會話好韌嘅，因為你切薄咗咁炒。唯一嘅話，你想唔想咁韌咧，就再切薄啲。 嗱，朋友們，材料準備好晒之後咧，就開始炒啦。開大火，
We heat a wok on high.
燒到個鑊中間已經係白色啦，咁啊夠熱啦。咁啊而家閂翻慢火啲，俾少少油上去啷隻鑊先嗬。嗱，少少油咗，
Then add a tablespoon of oil.
少少油咗啦。
Then we'll spread it around the wok and add the pork.
俾啲豬肉落去嗬，而家俾豬肉落去。 將豬肉扒開佢，你要整開佢，真係每塊豬肉都要煎到佢香啊！慢火煎到佢黃色就得啦。
After about a minute in, we'll flip the slices of pork belly.
煎到夠香啦嗱，煎到夠香啦，夠香之後咧，我就俾啲蒜同埋啲辣椒乾落去。
After another minute, we'll add the garlic and the dried chili.
爆香佢，慢火爆香佢。 洋葱俾埋落去，
Then we'll quickly follow with the onions.
炒香啲洋葱嘅啫，炒到啲洋葱軟啦，嗱就 OK 啦。
After 30 to 40 seconds, we'll add the dried tofu.
豆腐乾落去，啲豆腐乾啦，擺個底下煎個豆腐乾佢，呢個時候就開大火同我啦，啲豆腐乾擺咗落去啦。
We'll keep the dried tofu in the middle to give it a good sear.
你淨係炒，你淨係擺喺中間定？
呢隻豆腐乾喺中間啦，你兩邊唔使咁佢啦，啲豬肉喺上邊有個煎下，唔緊要啦。之後而家啲豬肉煎香咗啦嘛，豬 煎好之後，而家咪整啲豆腐乾啦，同埋啲洋葱啦，整熟啲洋葱豆腐乾煎香呢個啊。
After 1.5 to 2 minutes, we can add the sauce.
好啦，而家咧就俾啲sauce上去咯，翻咗佢。
We'll stir fry to mix for just 20 to 30 seconds, then add the cabbage and carrot.
跟住啲菜落去，一個湯匙酒，
We'll splash in some cooking wine along the edge of the wok.
而家快手炒佢，
Then stir fry everything together.
咁啲椰菜熟咗汁，如果乾水咧就唔使落芡汁得噶啦。但係佢而家睇落去佢有啲汁喺度，唔乾水，唔夠乾水咧就要俾啲生粉水落去咯喎。我首先試下佢味夠唔夠。OK。
To thicken the sauce, my dad mixes together a slurry of 1 teaspoon of cornstarch and 1 tablespoon of water.
乾大火佢，因為啲菜濕咗之後咧，有啲菜汁流出嚟，所以咧加少少生粉落去。
Now we'll pour in the slurry a bit at a time while stirring the sauce. We'll mix everything together and see if the sauce is thickened to our liking. My dad adds all of the slurry here to get his desired consistency.
熟咗，呢啲茶匙麻油上去。
Finally, we'll add some sesame oil. Then mix it in and we can have a taste.
你試下，你試啦。正唔正？
Look at Now we'll plate everything and serve to our family.
好啦，朋友們，回鍋肉煮好咗啦，希望大家中意。紅燈埋威，我嚟一回黃屋咯。
Okay, we're all done. Bye, YouTube. Oh my gosh. Hi. Bye, YouTube.
YouTube thinks you'll like this recipe next. Let's see if they're right. A huge thank you to our wok stars and all of our chefs in the CANTO Cooking Club.